Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Q1 FY2024 earnings conference call of Man Industries Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on a touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Purvangi Jain from Valorum Advisors. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to you all. My name is Purvangi Jain from Valorum Advisors. We represent the investor relations of Man Industries India Limited. On behalf of the company, I would like to thank you all for participating in the company's earnings conference call for the first quarter of the financial year 2024. Before we begin, I would like to mention a short cautionary statement. Some of the statements made in today's con call may be forward-looking in nature. Such forward-looking statements are subject to risk and uncertainties, which could cause actual results to differ from those anticipated. Such statements are based on management's beliefs as well as assumptions made by and information currently available to the management. Audiences are cautioned not to place undue reliance on these forward-looking statements in making any investment decisions. The purpose of today's earnings conference call is purely to educate and bring awareness about the company's fundamental business and financial quarter under review. Now, I would like to introduce you to the management participating in today's earnings conference call and give it over to them for their opening remarks. We have with us Dr. Ramesh Mansukhani, Chairman, Mr. Nikhil Mansukhani, Managing Director, Mr. Ashok Gupta, Chief Financial Officer, and Mr. Rahul Rawat, Company Secretary. Without any further delay, I now hand over the call to Dr. Ramesh Mansukhani for his opening remarks.
Thank you, Purvangi. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the company's earnings conference call for the first quarter of financial year 2024. Let me begin by giving you a brief of the consolidation financial performance for the quarter. Our revenue from operation is stood at 490 crore, representing to degrowth of about 4% year-on-year. Our EBITDA stood at 47 crore, which grew by about 110% year-on-year, while EBITDA margins reported at 9.54%, which was a substantial improvement both on a year-on-year and quarter-on-quarter basis. Net profit for the quarter stood at 11 crore, which grew by 14% year-on-year, while PAT margin was reported 2.28%. The board of the directors, it is meeting held yesterday, declared an interim dividend of rupees 2 per equity share. On first quarter, revenue demonstrated our steadfast dedication to excellence. We noticed a substantial increase in our profit after tax, a success that was catalyzed by a strategic decision made across our operations. Due to cyclone Biparjoy and subsequent heavy rain, resulted in production losses, civil infrastructure damages, and delay in scheduled shipments. Otherwise, the performance could have been much better for the quarter. On the operation front, the unexecuted order booked as on the date stand approximately 1,900 crore, which is to be executed in next 6 months, roughly. We continue to have outstanding bids more than rupees 30,000 crore on various stages of evolution for several oil, gas, and water projects in India and abroad. We set our expectation for good order inflow in near future. The ERW plant, which recently started a few months before, has received the prestigious BIS certification, including IS 1239, IS 1161, IS 3589 standard, and the facility is also certified for management system as per ISO 9001, ISO 14001, ISO 45001, and ISO 29001 by TUV, and the API audit, which is most important for this business, is under progress, and the ERW plant will soon receive the API certificate, and that accreditation will give the more strength to the company in coming time. We have the opportunity to participate at the oil and gas tenders after the API accreditations, which will be greatly helped by government, semi-government projects for oil and gas, infrastructure sector, among others. We are witnessing multiple triggers and good inquiries for our products and are actively participating in the tendering process. With that, I conclude my opening statement, and we can now open the floor for the question and answer session. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to withdraw yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Thank you. Our first question is from the line of Anirudh Shetty from Solidarity Investment Managers. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for the opportunity. I had a few questions. So my first question is, how many days of production were impacted due to the cyclone and the heavy rain? And, assuming this event would not have happened, what sales do you think we could have done in Q1 FY24? And also, are there any penalties that we might have to pay to our customers due to any delay in dispatch due to this force majeure?
Okay, sir. Thank you, Anirudh. And one by one, I will reply. The production loss, actually the production was stopped, you can say 13th of June, where the Biporoj was advancing towards the Gujarat. And it crossed over there by 15th of June, and that was the production was last 17 days, approximately 18 days production was totally stopped. After passing this Biporoj, then heavy wind and rain, the one-day rain was around 18 inch one day, and the total the flood-like situation. We lost 18 days production. Apart from 18 days production, the most important, whatever material was ready in the semi-finished condition, which was approximately, as I'm remembering, Mr. Gupta will give the right figure, it was mostly 180 to 200 crore product which was almost ready condition. We couldn't ship it also. So that is badly hit. The situation coming in the control from the month of July beginning, then we started shipping all the goods, and slowly it's picking up. Still, because our infrastructure badly damaged by the sheet, scarcity of the labor, scarcity of the material to get for rehabilitation and restoration, it took long time, but our team was day and night was trying to come on the action, and although no human loss, but this loss, this is beyond the control, and now from August onward, you can say we are almost 80-90% we are on the track, and damages was approximately between 15 to 20 crore. We gave the statement to the BSc, NSC also, and the final assessment is still going on. but the realization and this work is very speedy, we recovered it. Because of that, because of the force majeure conditions, there is no penalty, but all the projects, whatever we delayed because of this, it was not even under the LD, apart from the force majeure. Even though there is no force majeure, so there is no LD. So now we come down the stage where the LD are, you can say, the delivery date, we are on time.
Okay, and we were looking to do 3,000 crores of sales, and now that given we've lost 1 quarter of growth in some sense, do we still think we can get to that number? And if you can share some more thought process around the visibility that we have for 2024.
Maybe this 3,000 crore turnover is our estimation. Maybe always this estimation 10%, 5 to 10% plus and minus. And whatever we lost the production, but whatever stock on hand, which was some finished and some semi-finished products, which is already under the shipment. So whatever we lost in the quarter 1, hopefully we will get the recover in this quarter 2, in the current quarter. So the current quarter will be much, much better. And we hope now the rain also in Gujarat was in precedent last, I think, 40-50 year data. The 40-inch rain in 1 month, no one has thought it beyond the control. But we will trying to recover it. But our estimation right now is at 3,000 plus minus 10%. We are in the same range.
Okay. And, assuming we do 3,000 plus minus 10%, what kind of EBITDA margin and PAT margin do we think you can achieve? And also, if you can just give some more color around what the mix will look like. How much do you think will be domestic versus export? How much will be water versus oil and gas for 2024?
And this is, as we indicated, around we have 70-80% oil and gas sector. And out of that, this year our export would be more than 60% this year, and the rest 3,000 crore estimation, 1,800 crore, 2,000 crore export, 1,000 crore total domestic, including oil and gas and water. So that combination, whatever we said, we are othering the debt estimates. EBITDA, whatever we estimated, around 10%, which will continue.
But just one follow-up here. So, in this quarter, we did about 9.5% despite no growth. So, with if the rest of the year, if we are able to grow and reach 3,000 crores for the full year, shouldn't we also see some operating leverage? And export also, I believe, is a higher margin business. So, is 10% a conservative number over here, or is there something that we're missing?
Whatever we have given the guidance that 10 to 11% for the year, that we are maintaining our guidance at 10 to 11% EBITDA margin,
which is conservative basis.
Okay, sir. Okay, I'll join back in the queue. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Ankur Kumar from Alpha Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Thank you for taking my question. Sir, as you were saying to the previous participant, that 200 crore of semi-finished couldn't be shipped. So all of that has been shipped in July and August?
All the material got, now it is shipped.
Got
now
it.
And the further planning for the shipments for the quarter, that is in progress.
Got it, sir. And sir, on the big Middle East order of 1,300 crore, which we disclosed also, so the delivery timeline for that is like 5-6 months only?
There is a time up to December, and it is under progress, and it's going well. After this, Viparojaya, now is going very well.
Got it, sir. And sir, in terms of our order books, our order book is like 6 months only. So is it like too less time, or you think that is a general trend and we will win more orders for the coming year, as in after December we will have more orders, or how should we think about that?
No, there are many methods from the date of payment we receive from the client, LC date, etc. And what is the delivery, what is the quantity delivery as per customer wish, as per our raw material, it is a lot of calculation. For this quantity, whatever we booked right now, around 1,900 crore, is good enough for 6 months as we estimating.
So in terms of coming, as in you're saying order book is like 13,000 crore. So what is our order win rate on that, and when can we expect more orders to come in?
So this 13,000 crore is a bid book actually, and the different evaluation stages. So this moment, no one can say what is the winning rate, and what projects are coming very fast and very slow. There are every country of the oil and gas companies, they have a different mode of style and working, but we cannot give any assurance how many percentage, how many this thing, but we are confident to get the good our chunk for incoming time.
So in terms of any time, as in rough estimate based on looking at our last trends, as in last couple of years trend, how much can we win on that front?
Sir, there is no trend actually, but it's very difficult to provide. If I can say 20%, I can say 15%, but that will be very ballpark figure. I cannot give anything. Maybe 25%, we don't know really.
But in any case, we are working closely on some of the inquiries from overseas, and we are sure that some of the inquiries will be converted into orders.
Closely working. Yeah, closely working.
Got it, sir. And sir, on interest expense, there is a big jump in this Q1, as in it's moved to 21 crore from 9, 10, 11 crore type. So can you comment on that, please?
Mr. Gupta will, our CFO will reply it. What are the reasons and this thing?
Finance cost has increased from around 9 crore to 20.7 crores during the quarter. One of the big reasons for increase in finance cost is basically this interest charge on this term loan facility taken for our ERW facility, where the interest is part of this revenue expenses, and whereas we are still going to generate revenue from ERW once these API approvals are in place, which is we are expecting shortly. And maybe this H2, we can have some revenue from ERW also. Then some of the costing related to the material, which is laying in the semi-finished and finished stocks. The costing part has already been accounted for in the costing purposes, whereas the revenue is going to be part of the current quarter. So that is also some portion of interest is affected by that. Another one is for ERW. And thirdly, in any case, the interest rate scenario is on increasing trend. Earlier, this supplier credit or buyer credit facilities which we used to get within 1% range. Now it is since so far plus the spread. Now it is not available anywhere between 6.5% to 7%. So taking together all these reasons, this interest cost gap increased.
So for full year, we have to estimate as in like 80 odd crore type interest, or can it be lower?
Not really. For the year, should be in the range of 60-65 crores.
Got it, sir. And the last question is on this SEBI settlement thing. Can you please comment what was it and what should we expect going forward?
As we informed earlier that as regards the settlement application with SEBI, we have already filed that application long back, and we are still to hear the final decision from the SEBI, which we expect it should come anytime soon.
But we disclose as in some payment for that?
No, that is, there were two issues. Basically, one is for this audit intimation, and another one on the forensic audit matter. So, in fact, we were supposed to give the intimation immediately upon we received the intimation for appointment of forensic auditor, which was delayed to some extent. So that's the reason SEBI has issued the show cause why it has not been uploaded on the exchange on time. So we have settled that matter, and SEBI has given that settlement order, and that we have disclosed on the exchanges also.
Got it, sir.
Other matter is still we are hopefully, yes.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Ankur Kumar, may we request you to return to the question queue for follow-up questions?
Sure.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants in the conference, please limit your questions to one or two per participant. Should you have a follow-up question, we would request you to rejoin the queue. Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Riddesh Gandhi from Discovery Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Just want to understand, we are seeing an increase in profitability.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Gandhi. May we request you to use your handset, please?
Sure. You can hear me now?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hi. So, we are seeing an increase in profitability across the industry. Just wanted to understand, is that because the overall demands imbalances are reduced, and how long do we expect this to continue, and how is the competitive intensity on a new order in terms of how aggressively are the people bidding?
Mr. Gandhi, can you just repeat your question?
Mr. Gandhi, you want to ask this thing that when the new order will come, what is the process you ask? What is the question then?
No, I think the question was how competitive are the new orders, and is that and has that been increasing or decreasing over time, and how do you see that over the next few years, and in terms of potential impacts on the profitability?
Sir, as we already informed you, sir, normally in our business, EBITDA, industry EBITDA in 10 to 11%. In that range, we are working. We always try to get the better projects where the more profitability are there. But depend on what grade, what coating, what value addition, the lot of formulas are there, and that every time it changes. So difficult to predict, but we are comfortable whatever we are doing and whatever we announce between 10 to 11%, and that range we should get it.
No. So I think the question is that with the profitability of orders we have taken off late and in the near term have all been reasonably higher than where they've been historically, and this isn't only for us; it's also our competitors. So just want to understand what really is driving this increase in the profitability. Is it that supply has remained reasonably flat and that overall demand because of infrastructure has increased? Is it because exports from India have increased? Just wanted to understand the reason for the buoyancy across the industry.
The region, the project, what is the combination, what grade, what country, what restriction in the import-export, and what value addition we are getting. So that was a lot of combination that gives a higher profitability. All the companies, they try to get the higher profitability. We also try to get the profitability. But there is not a very fixed formula. There will be the much more high. But every project is having the different kind of value addition.
What I was asking is that, is there a reason why the profitability has increased across the industry? Is it because of the imported duties on China, which has helped our exports, or just want to understand what are the drivers that have helped us to improve our profitability and our revenues?
I think the profitability is slightly better is just because there is a certain softening of the raw material in the last quarter. So that is the only advantage. But then it also depends how much percentage are your competitors booking at the time of getting the order. So if they have a particular specific call that they want to book 50% and then the 50% they book it over a period of time, so then whether they get that benefit, so profitability goes up. But currently the benefit is also one thing that the steel market is also quite stable. So that's also...
Okay. No, I get that, but the profitability I'm referring to is in EBITDA, because ultimately EBITDA margin is it dependent on like raw materials as well. I'm looking at it in terms of EBITDA per ton.
So EBITDA per ton is always better for oil and gas, and the more oil and gas business you do, the better your overall EBITDA and everything is. And
it depends combination.
So combination of oil, gas, and water. And also certain countries where you're qualified. If someone else is qualified in a certain country where there is only very limited European bidders, then obviously you get a better price because of your competitiveness to European and your pricing compared to European. Versus if there are 3 Indians in the same place, if any other country also, then the prices are normally more competitive, so the margins go down.
Got it. Okay, sir. I'll just rejoin the queue and reach on. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Darshil Javeri from Crown Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello. Good evening, sir, and thank you so much for taking my question. Sir, I just wanted to firstly clarify. I think so we are saying around the 15 days of impact had lowered our sales by around 200 crores, which has been shipped this year. Is that correct understanding?
Right, sir.
Yeah. So, okay, that's great to hear, sir. And so with our 1,900 crores execution that has to be done in 6 months, so we will now see maybe, can we say around 1,000 crores quarter, or how would the execution of that would be? Maybe would it be more towards Q3 or Q2? How would that be, or will it be a very linear thing? That was my first question. And with our order wins, I will not ask you to comment on the win rate, but by what time do the tenders get closed? So, maybe we can come to know, okay, when will we come to know have we won or lost the order? When would that clarity come to us?
Sir, as we indicated, this 13,000 crore bid book is a different evaluation process. This is not a one day we quoted on. We quoted historically few months before. Some is getting matured now, some is getting next month. So this is an ongoing process. So there is no cut-off date. Then that's why it's very difficult. But this is a nature of the industry in this manner. But big position is assuring to you the continuation of the good business.
Okay, sir. And sir, with regards to how our current execution will it be linear, or how would it be skewed more towards the end? How would that look like, sir?
It will be equally distributed for Q2 and Q3, maybe.
Okay, sir. That helps me a lot, sir. And sir, any other risk that we see on how our execution can slow down, or something that we are some lingering issue that maybe we see in the industry, maybe due to global conditions or something, that you see any kind of risk going forward?
By God and government, only risk for all of us.
Otherwise, since whatever order book position is in hand, the raw material has already been booked. All the plants are fully operational. So, in the normal circumstances, we are quite confident that we are going to execute these outstanding orders of 19 crores by end of Q3.
Oh, okay. So that's great to hear, sir. Thank you so much, sir, and all the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Viraj Mahadevia, who's an investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for taking my question. As you have these incremental capacities coming online through the course of this year, what is your ability to execute revenues for the year FY25, assuming you have orders in hand? Can you execute 4,000 plus crores of top line in that year? Will you have the capacities?
Yes, you can say the capacity we have depends the order, nature of the order, value-added products, product mix basis, lot of calculation. There is a capacity, yes, we are capable to produce it, and that's why we are spreading our market in the international market. We are giving more attention. India is limitation, so that's why we have our presence approximately 25 countries, which is helping company to improve our market share.
No, I understand, but do your capacities allow you to execute 4,000 crores for the year 25?
Whatever the installed capacity is there, we can easily cross whatever turnover is 3,500 to 4,000 crores. We can do it within the existing capacities. Over and above that, additional facilities what we are putting up for this ERW and stainless steel. Once both the facilities gets up for operation, we can probably cross turnover 5,000 crores, which we are projecting for 25-26. A top line of 5,000 crore plus.
Excellent. My next question is, in the international market, who are you competing against? Is it European players? Is it Chinese players? Or are they banned? Do you have a lot of competition from the Indian players? Or are you among the few low-cost competition?
Sir, European and Japanese, they are not in the now tough competition.
Right.
The competition between India and India.
Right.
And which is more. And the Chinese in certain area of the world, not all the world, maybe Africa, etc., where the China is more active.
But not in Middle East, US and Europe.
In the worldwide. So you can say in the very short, India and Chinese too are more competitive in the world market. China has the African pocket and India having the different market.
Understood. Sorry, my last question regarding the land sale of the company, which has been talked about in the past. Any update on that? I think last quarter you had indicated that this would be sort of signed and sealed by the month of July.
You are talking about that land in our wholly owned subsidiary, Marino Shelters?
Yes. I don't know what it's called, but under the subsidiary you have that land parcel which you are going to sell.
Yeah, that's...
one land parcel we sell in the Bellary. With the money we got it.
That has already been concluded in last financial year. And as regards land bank of our wholly owned subsidiary, Marino Shelters Private Limited.
Yeah, Marino Shelters, yes.
We are in the process of finalization the term sheet with the prospective buyer, and soon we will announce that deal on the exchange.
Understood. So that's well underway, right?
Yes.
And the proceeds of that will be used to repay debt, I assume.
Repay debt or for our further expansion plans.
Sorry to interrupt.
Expansion plans with the like we are putting up our stainless steel project, so that the company has to give their own contribution. So that money funds will be utilized for the purpose of expansion and.
Because company there is not much loan to repay. You have to repay.
We have hardly any long-term facility. That is 165 crores just being taken in last financial year for our ERW. Other than that, there is no long-term debt in the books.
Thank you. Mr. Viraj, may we request you to rejoin the question queue for follow-up questions, as there are several participants waiting for their turn. Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Bharat Mani from Moneybee Investment Advisors. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I just want to know the current capacity utilization in the LSAW and HSAW pipe. That is my first question.
Mm-hmm.
And the second question is on the inventory side. So what is the inventory, finished goods inventory that you have in the books as on 30th June?
30th June, that this inventory of semi-finished and finished goods taking together is almost about 195 crores.
Okay. And the capacity utilization?
Capacity utilization, the product mix basis is around 60-70%.
Okay. This is after the Biparjoy cyclone, right? So you brought it up to 60-70%, right? So what is the peak capacity that you can take it up?
We can go up to 90%, and that's we are trying for product mix basis.
Okay. Yeah. So do you expect this to this year to reach 90%?
Okay, we are trying, but I cannot commit on this forum. We are trying, depend on order book, product mix basis, what is the thickness, dia, grade, lot of combinations in our business, because we are project business in oil and gas. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Vignesh Iyer from Sequent Investments. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Just to understand, sir, what would be our gross debt number as on Q1 FY24?
Gross long-term debt is 165 crores. And we have the working capital facilities of 1,300 crores, which is basically non-fund based limits, more on non-fund based side, used for this sourcing of raw material and giving the bank guarantees for quality and timely execution. These are the debt in our books.
So
this capital fund based, that is hardly anything, and long-term debt 165 crores. Other than that, there is no loan in the books.
Okay. So, no. I mean, I just wanted to understand end of March 23, it was around 294 crores, out of which, if I'm not, 165 was long-term borrowing. 128 was long-term borrowing, and 166 was short-term borrowing, right? So now the long-term borrowing is around 165 crores, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right. So what is the cost of debt for this long-term borrowing?
Cost of debt is 11%.
Okay, it is 11%. So, because just to get an idea, I mean, we have incurred a total interest of 21 crores. So, out of that, hardly 4 or 5 crores pertains to long-term debt, right? So, I mean, just to understand if this interest cost would be, regular basis for every quarter. Because it is in a big way impacting our after tax.
On annual basis, we are projecting our interest cost would be in the range of 60 to 65 crores. It is just because of this extraordinary situation like before, where the material cost includes the interest portion also, which could not be shipped, are being under shipment during the current quarter. So the interest cost should be somewhat lesser than Q1 and Q2. Rather than the turnover, in absolute term, interest cost would maybe higher, but on a percentage basis of revenue, the interest definitely would be lower than Q1.
Okay, fine. Okay, sir. Yeah, that's all from my side. All the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Ankur Agrawal from RC Wealth Solutions Private Limited. Please go ahead, sir.
सर ये इस बार में अदर एक्सपेंडिचर बहुत ज्यादा इंक्रीज करे हैं. लास्ट ईयर 59 करोड़ थे, इस बार 98 करोड़ आए हैं. ये 40 करोड़ का इंक्रीमेंटल
एक्सपोर्ट्स वगैरह रहते हैं. एक्सपोर्ट के अंदर वी आर एक्सपोर्ट टू सी फ्रेट्स, व्हिच इज लाइक इफ यू आर giving shipments for African countries, like for execution of the present orders in hand. The C part plays a major role where it is categorized under other manufacturing expenses, other expenses. So that's the reason. As against last year, Q1 of FY22-23, we had mostly domestic execution, and the current quarter we had maximum it is export orders. That's the reason the export freight under other expenses, that is more, maybe around like out of 59 crores, the domestic freight was last year it was about 19 crores, whereas current quarter it is 40 crores.
ये रेगुलर रहेगा आगे 2-3 क्वार्टर में भी. ये अदर एक्सपेंडिचर लार्जर लेवल ये 2-3 क्वार्टर ऐसे ही रहेगा.
हाँ, ये ऐसे रहेगा. क्योंकि इसके अंदर एक्सपोर्ट शिपमेंट ही जो आएगा करीब 150 करोड़ का एक्सपोर्ट
रियलाइजेशन भी बढ़ जाता है.
रियलाइजेशन बढ़ता है. एक्सपोर्ट के केस के अंदर रॉ मटेरियल कॉस्ट कम होती है, बट एक्सपोर्ट रेट जो है दैट प्लेज अ मेजर रोल.
ओके. एंड जो लास्ट कॉल में आपने प्रोजेक्ट करा है करीब 300 करोड़ का ईबीटीटी इस 23-24 में रहेगा, तो क्या पॉसिबिलिटी है वो मेंटेन हो पाएगा 300 करोड़?
हाँ सर, अभी हमने जो अनाउंसमेंट किया है, सम अदर इन्वेस्टर आल्सो आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन, सेम क्वेश्चन, वेयर वी आर मेंटेनिंग, उसी पे कर रहे हैं. और 5-10% प्लस माइनस चलता है. एज पर द सर्कमस्टेंस ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, कम भी होता है, बट नॉर्मली दिस इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली द मेंटेन वी विल डू इट.
ओके, थैंक यू सर.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Ankur Kumar from Alpha Capital. Please go ahead with your question.
Hello sir, one question on gross margin. So इस क्वार्टर हमारा gross margin which is like revenue में से cost of material और inventory माइनस कर दिया, तो वो काफी बड़ा जंप है सर. सो एंड यू आर सेइंग कि हमने रॉ मटेरियल पहले ही परचेज कर लिए मोस्ट ऑफ द ऑर्डर बुक के लिए, तो क्या हम एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि ग्रॉस मार्जिन जो 30+% आया इस क्वार्टर वो सस्टेन करेगा यहाँ पे?
नहीं, ग्रॉस मार्जिन की बात नहीं कर रहे. वेन एवर वी आर टॉकिंग इट इज एबिटा मार्जिन एंड वी मेंटेन आवर एबिटा मार्जिन बिटवीन 10 to 11.
Yes sir, but EBITDA can be much better if because export order है and हमने पहले रॉ मटेरियल भी परचेज कर लिए हैं, so can EBITDA can be much better also? Is it possible or no?
We always work on a better EBITDA margin, and the orders what we have in our hand, margin is the range of what range we are indicating, it's 10 to 11.
Sharpening of the raw material, I understood your question coming from the Nikhil said the sharpening of the raw material. There are some benefit of sharpening of the raw material always there, where the lead time is reduced, your cost of finance will go lower. But normally in our business, we 90% raw material we book back to back. So we do not speculate whether market goes up. Also, we make the profit. If market gone down, we also make the profit.
Got it. Okay, sir. And sir, ERW side, can you comment when can we expect things to recover? As in H2 it will take, and what kind of order book we can gain from there?
There are a lot of tenders of ERW. We are waiting for the accreditations, which is expecting very soon. Audit is going on. And immediately then we will participate over there. We will get the reasonable chunk this year. There are some few tenders which we are preparing to participate. Once the accreditation is there, we will participate immediately, and then it is going to slowly pick up.
Got it, sir. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Aman Thadani from Solidarity Investment Managers. Please go ahead.
Hello. Thank you for taking my question, sir. Sir, my first question is, you talked about 5,000 crores of revenue by FY25. Can you explain more bottom up on how will you be able to do that? Like, have we received some communication from the current set of customers to supply more?
See, Aman, 5,000 crores we are talking when all our other projects like SS and this ERW is fully operational. So that's the reason we have given this target for 25-26.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Both these facilities are for production. We are surely able to achieve 5,000 crore plus.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Aditya, who is an investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for giving the opportunity. Sir, मेरा question mainly related to ERW है. So, what will be the current year हमारा इधर से कितना growth आ सकता है ERW से? और हम ERW में या कार्बन का है या स्टेनलेस स्टील में बना रहे हैं ERW का? थोड़ा बता सकते हैं इसके बारे में?
सर, ERW कार्बन स्टील होता है, एसएस में नहीं होता है. एसएस हमारा जो भी आ रहा है वो सब सीमलेस है. no welding at all. So why that is a prime item. ERW, this is only for carbon steel, which is being used mostly oil and gas sector. That's why we are awaiting the API audit and certification, which will give us the strength to participate in the tender. So that is both of the different things.
और सर स्टेनलेस स्टील में अभी एंटी डंपिंग ड्यूटी चल रहा है, तो यहाँ पे बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स है, तो इसमें से कब रेवेन्यू आना चालू होगा स्टेनलेस स्टील में? और ये पूरा हम सीमलेस में जा रहे हैं, राइट?
सर इंडिया में सीमलेस, प्योरली सीमलेस जो भी बोलते हैं, सिर्फ 2 लोग हैं आज तक इंडिया में बस। और जो आप बात कर रहे हैं, जो 10-15 लोग हैं, वो सभी लोग ड्रॉ बेंच वाले हैं, नंबर 1, जो कि मदर मेटल हम लोगों से लेते हैं, ये हमसे लेंगे। और जो आप बात कर रहे हैं, बाकी जो एसएस वाले लोग हैं, वो वेल्डेड पाइप बनाते हैं, जिसमें काफी लोग हैं, 10-15-20 लोग हैं इसमें। आई थिंक द सिचुएशन इज वेरी क्लियर।
तो हम, आप बोल रहे हो एक ही प्लेयर होंगे इंडिया में जो स्टेनलेस स्टील सीमलेस में जा रहे हैं जब हमारा कैपेसिटी कम हो?
नहीं, मेरा ये बोलना है कि 2 लोग ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग हैं यहाँ पर, और हम उसी प्रोडक्ट में जा रहे हैं, उस प्रोडक्ट में मच बेटर वे में जा रहे हैं उसी प्रोडक्ट में।
कौन है सर हमारा कॉम्पिटिटर, आप बता सकते हैं इसमें स्टेनलेस स्टील में?
अब ये बोलना ठीक नहीं लगता ना सर यहाँ पर।
अच्छा।
और इंडस्ट्री के लोग हैं, आपको मालूम पड़ जाएंगे, अभी ऐसा बोलना ठीक नहीं है इस पे।
ठीक है। और सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है, जहाँ पे हम ये स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स के हम सेक्टर में देखते हैं, इसका कभी सिक्लिकल नेचर में है, तो यहाँ पे हम जब रेवेन्यू गाइडेंस दे रहे हैं, तो हमारे पास पहले तो ऑर्डर बुक होना चाहिए या स्ट्रक्चरली कुछ ना कुछ चेंज होना चाहिए इंडस्ट्री में। तो ऐसा क्या चेंज हुआ है कि आप इसमें बोल रहे हो कि हम 2-3 साल में हमारा इतना रेवेन्यू होगा? क्योंकि यहाँ पे पूरा डिमांड पे डिपेंड करता है ऑयल एंड गैस में, और ऑयल एंड गैस का डिमांड जो है साइक्लिकल नेचर है। तो यहाँ पे कुछ स्ट्रक्चरली चेंज हुआ है जो आपको कंपनी में कॉन्फिडेंस आ रहा है या कैसा है? तो आप
मैं बताता हूँ आपको। ऐसा है, ERW CDG में यूज होता है, ऑयल एंड गैस में यूज होता है, जो हमारा काम है। हम पिछले कई सालों से ERW में हम पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर पा रहे क्योंकि हमारे पास प्रोडक्शन लाइन नहीं थी। तो वो जो लाइन आएगी तो उससे हमारे को एडिशनल बेनिफिट मिलेगा, क्योंकि हमारा मार्केट है, वही क्लाइंट है, वही नेचर है, तो हम आएंगे। बाकी रहा एसएस का, तो एसएस का फॉर न्यू फॉर अस, बट मोस्ट ऑफ द क्लाइंट्स आर कॉमन है। ऑयल एंड गैस हो गया, डेयरी प्रोडक्ट हो गया, फार्मास्यूटिकल हो गई, फूड इंडस्ट्री हो गई है। So we have the full research in the market last 5 years, and we are very confident. We have some export arrangement also in future. So that's why we are very much confident to achieve whatever our target we are putting up to 25-26.
सर ये तो 2 सेगमेंट मैं बोल रहा हूँ, एग्जिस्टिंग जो 100 सेगमेंट है हमारा, तो उसमें से लार्जेस्ट चंक तो इसमें से आएगा, राइट? तो यहाँ पे डिमांड जो स्ट्रक्चरली चेंज हुआ है या इसके डायनामिक्स के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ?
सर मैं बोल रहा हूँ एसएडब्ल्यू तो हमारा है ही सही, ERW प्लस हुआ, एसएस हमारा प्लस होगा। ये सब अगर बास्केट करेंगे तो वी विल, गुप्ता जी जो आपको अमाउंट बोला है, वी विल अचीव इट। अभी 2 साल भी पड़े हैं। वी हैव आवर प्रोजेक्शन ग्रोथ स्ट्रेटेजी ऑफ द बिजनेस एंड कॉन्फिडेंस वी विल रीच ओवर देयर।
थैंक यू. Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Aditya. May we request you to rejoin the question queue for follow-up questions, as there are several participants waiting for their turn. Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Darshil Javeri from Crown Capital. Before we go ahead with the question, a reminder to all participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Mr. Javeri, you can go ahead with your question.
Hi, thank you so much for taking my question again. Sir, I just wanted to ask, ERW and SS, will they operate around the same margin as our current business, or how would the margin profile of those products be?
सर दोनों ही अलग-अलग प्रोडक्ट हैं बिल्कुल ही। ये जो ERW है, ये सिटी गैस ट्रांसमिशन में ज़्यादा लगता है और ऑयल एंड गैस में लगता है, जिसमें मार्जिन वही रहेगा, 10 से 12% तक रहता है EBITDA, रफली 10 से 13 बहुत, तो डिपेंड ऑन साइज, ऑन ग्रेड एंड अदर थिंग। एसएस का जो है वो कौन सा अलाय आप बनाते हैं, क्या करते हैं, अभी जो मार्केट ट्रेंड चल रहा है वो उसमें EBITDA करीब 20% आ रहा है. अभी जो मार्केट ट्रेंड है, अभी की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. डिपेंड आप कौन सा अलाय बनाते हैं, क्या करते हैं, क्या आपकी स्ट्रेटेजी है, क्या आपकी क्वालिटी है. लॉट ऑफ फैक्टर्स आर देयर.
Okay, sir. And so one more question. So, sir, how will the ramp up of this be? Like, upon in FY25 will be at certain level. What are our capacity utilization aim for? After these get operational, like how much time will it take for us to reach our peak capacity utilization?
देखिए सर, ये this kind of industry slowly picks up, but because of our experience etc., the ERW is ready to take off, which we will go very soon. The good capacity is 60-70%. SS also we are confident in 25-26 will be much better utilization.
So, okay. Thank you so much, sir. That helps me a lot, sir. All the best, sir.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Ketan Atawale from Robo Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. I just wanted to know your guidance for revenue FY24-25.
24?
FY25, I mean.
I can, right now, we have given the guidance year 24, year ending 24, around 3,000 crore plus minus. 24-25, this amount plus ERW plus some other new products which will go the same. So then we are estimating 3,500 to 4,000 crore. This is a ballpark figure. It's only estimation, and it is our wish to reach on this level.
Okay. And PAT guidance for both years, FY24 and 25?
PAT guidance as per the SEBI guidelines is not allowed to announce. EBITDA guidelines we already given, the 10 to 11%, then you can guess it, and there is a statutory requirement, we cannot give this kind of things.
Yeah, okay. And just one question, how much will the depreciation move going ahead due to this capex and all we are doing? What is your estimate?
In regard to SAW, HSW, our work is completed. No new capex in India this moment. ERW capex also completed, so no new capex. So this main industry India Limited, there is no capex. SS capex is going on. Long lead items, we already placed the equipment order. Other equipments and work in full swing going on.
Okay, thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Anirudh Shetty from Solidarity Investment Managers. Please go ahead, sir.
Hi, I just had one question. For this quarter, what would our mix be between water and oil and gas and export and domestic?
Maybe...
You are talking about
June quarter?
Maybe June.
Yes. Talking June. Export, 70-80% is export. And water would be hardly 15-20%.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Ayush Jalan, who is an investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. I just have one question. In the presentation, the new presentation for this quarter, the project cost for the stainless steel plant has become 800 crores. Earlier we were guiding for 500 to 550 crores. So is there any change in planning? Why this has gone up so much?
For SS project which we are putting into Jammu and Kashmir, and additionally we are putting one more facility for DFT pipes. That is in the process, but that's the reason it has increased from 550 to 800 crores.
Otherwise, SS is almost same like earlier we announced it. This is the additional thought where the company is planning and thinking to go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Aditya, who is an investor. Please go ahead.
Sir, can you update on the Merino shelter? Will you be able to complete the transaction in this Q2? Because earlier also you guided for Q1, but we were not able to do. So what's your thoughts here?
सर ऐसा है कि जब now the negotiation final stage में पहुंच गए, documentation is under process. We will communicate to you all the people once it's completed. Hopefully quarter 2, quarter 3, 2 quarter it will take. It's a big transaction. It will take a big different kind of combination. At the right time, we will inform you what is the outcome, what company is getting here right now, and what is this thing, and it will be the betterment of all the shareholders and company.
Right. Sir, my next question is, when I see your total capex, right, you are saying that for stainless steel you are doing 800 crores and for ERW you have done a significant capex. When I incrementally add up all the capex, it is, when I see the market cap of the company, it is way lesser. Then why I don't see any increase in your stake when you are getting a value in your own business? So that is my next question.
Sir, ऐसा है कि we promoters having around 50% stake, and that's why the lot of opportunity is there also. But you people are there, shareholders, to support this thing. You people should also get the rewarded. That is a policy of the company. But also where we also put our money in the companies, where the lot of expansion and program going on to put our equity, and we will inform you right time. This moment there is no plan this moment to comment on this issue.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our last question for today's question and answer session is from the line of Rishi from Diva. Please go ahead.
Hello. Hi, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Boliye.
Hi, sir. How are you doing? Very good, sir. I am been following your company since a long time. I have a couple of questions, sir. One is relating to the export freight that you are saying has gone up in this quarter. Can you give me some number in the current other expenses? What was the rough figure?
I told you that export rate is almost about 40 crores.
So that's roughly 10% of our top line.
Generally, we consider our costing freight cost is 10% for our export.
Okay. And that will continue to be the same going forward because our focus is more on export then?
Yes.
Sir, another question was, now that you are planning to have more fundraising, have you not thought of or considered a rights issue or in a way wherein you can have more capital coming in from existing shareholders?
Sir, I already replied to Mr. Jalan also. This is an issue we cannot make any comment on this forum, and this is not a right time to commit anything. The company has appointed the advisor. We are discussing because we have to complete all the projects on time. The equity, what form will come, what we are going to increase, or not increase, nothing is sure this moment. So we do not want to make any speculation this moment.
Thank you, sir. So the line for the participant has dropped. Thank you very much. That brings us to the end of our question and answer session. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
I will give to our company secretary for the closing statement. And thank you very much for once again. And Mr. Rawat, the company secretary, will give this.
Thank you all for participating in the earnings Concall. I hope we were able to answer your questions satisfactorily and at the same time offer insights into our business. If you have any further questions or would like to know more about the company, please reach out to our investor relations managers at Valorum Advisors. And thank you. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. On behalf of Man Industries Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your line.